How y'all doing, commanders? Rocket here. Got a Watch Your Realms video for y'all enjoyment. We've got upcoming hero banners, Ezareth and Velisse. I'll just start by saying they are a great pair and definitely going to be key in the new Matrix boss. And if you are early game and you happen to be lucky enough to summon the duo, there's going to be some pretty cool options for GVG as well, although there might not be enough time in order for Ezareth to do his thing in GVG, but that is to be determined. We'll start off with Velisse. She's the serpent goddess of desire. She uses seduction to create corrupted souls, summoning serpentine spirits to reduce enemy magic resistance to devour the Terminator Ezareth. So the magic res is amazing at 25%. That's either her spirit or her. So it's probably going to be 100% uptime or very close to, which is great. And she also has that really nice 3-tile range. So that's why I was saying earlier stages you might be able to use her in GVG. Her slows aren't the slowest. I believe they're 25%. But just going to be really fun heroes to use, especially if you get both of them. And yeah, the slow is 25%, so nothing too crazy, but it is going to be pretty much all the time and up to 5 enemies, so that's good. So first passive, Insatiable Rage. So there's Serpentine Spirit. It attacks enemies within 2 tiles of the master's attack range. It can attack 10 times. So each one can attack 10 times, but after that, they're done. Each attack deals 60% AoE damage to up to 5 enemies. And so the whole idea with them being permanent is for Ezareth to consume them, right? Once she casts her ult again, they will come back, but Ezareth actually also provides her with a bunch of rage regen. Any cultist that has summons that Ezareth devours, they get 15%, so that's crazy huge. So yeah, she summons 3 of them. They attack for 10 I don't know if it's once a second or it's based on her attack speed. That is to be determined. But let's say, let's go into her details here. So 3.5 seconds, so little bit slower of an attack, but there is 3 of them. They attack 10 times, so they're doing basically 180% AoE damage for 10 attacks. That's over their time. They're going to be doing 1800% damage if you don't devour them before they're done, which is cool. And when they naturally perish, this is really sweet too, man. So when they naturally perish, so when their 10 seconds is up, they increase Velisse's attack by 2%, and it goes all the way up to 20%. And if it the spirit doesn't naturally perish, so if Ezareth devours them, it increases the attack by 4%. So you only need to devour 5 in order to get that 20%. And 20% attack is huge. She has average, above average attack. I'd say it's okay. It's nothing spectacular. It's not going to be game changing. Although for Matrix, yeah, it might be game changing. So we'll have to see, especially with the 25% magic res, right? So, and then it goes up to 2030. So it goes up to 30%, right? So another 1300. So she gets up there when she gets going. She gets up there. She gets up there. So that's up there almost with Valara, but not quite. Not quite. Valara has the better slows. Death Blow. Targets hit by the Serpentine Spirit subsequently take increasing damage from the Serpentine Spirit. So just like, you know how the bookkeepers, they deal increased damage every time, same thing. And it's 2% every time, up to 10%, and when you max skill it, it goes up to 5% each time. So basically, target hit twice by a Serpentine Spirit. So you're getting 80% uptime on that full prop and that 10-second life of that spirit. Really cool, man. If you guys want to know, yeah, I'll be pulling for. Although I need summons, man. I need summons so bad. I spent them. I tried to get my Alien A1. Oh, and it gave me all the dwarves, but not Brokir, just the other ones. 3 of them I think I got. Oh no, of Malvira and 2 dwarves, whatever their names are. So I've got like 100 summons or something like that. But I'm into pity, so we'll hope. We'll hope for the best. Okay, so here's her ult. It gets reducted twice. So it goes from 900 to 700. Starts with 500, so she's pretty much right away for the ult, which is great. And this is where she summons the 3 spirits. Like I say, they last permanently. They'll support other attacking summon units on the field after stopping for 4 seconds. So if there's more summons on the field, they'll go over and continue to attack. I'm not too sure 100% what that means. But if you're running her like they meant you to run her, you'll be devouring these things far before they ever go looking for friends across the battlefield, okay? All right. So attack +2, attack +3. Oh, so they actually must go up to 15. So 15 attacks. Yeah, she just keeps looking better and better the more that I figure out her kit. It's just the better and better she gets. So 15, they're doing 60%, so 180% AoE damage 15 times 18, 2700% damage. That is up there. That is up there. And I wonder if they all attack the same unit or if they'll attack different units. So if it's max 5 units, I wonder if they can attack different units and be like those 5, and like, you know what I mean? Maybe that'll stack. So maybe they can actually attack all those spawns in the Matrix. Oh yeah. She's cool. She's cool. And the range is just great. Just a great range. Awakenings. This one, it's almost like they're doing 2 things. They're giving a lot of units stun and dispel, but a lot of stuns coming out. Probably be so that if you pull her, you still have the option to use her to help stun, grotesque fiends or whatever. I know GVG is a big issue right now, so they seem to be doing that. And all these new heroes are getting some kind of HP restore. Something to keep them topped up. So that just means if you can get a team going and half of them can self-sustain, your healer options are improved. Now you can maybe add another DPS on the field with an Aelin or something like that. Or maybe they're keeping themselves topped up, so now Narissa only has to worry about 3 units. Now you can just use a Narissa and no other healer and throw another DPS in there. It's going to be huge. Every DPS matters in that matrix, because if that boss ticks down, there's no hope. He'll just destroy your team. So that extra DPS can take out that last 3 or 4 spawns with however little health they have, and let you get that boss down to 0%, so you can start hitting them for the damage. Anywho, we got stun. And it's the spirits attack too that has timber. So don't forget, there's 3 of them attacking 15 times, so they're gonna cause some stuns. They're gonna stun them. Attack 300. Oh yeah, any AOE cultist attack, beautiful. Here's Serpentine Spirit gains 2 extra attacks, and then another 2 when killing the unit. And you can do that up to 1 time every 20 seconds. So maybe that, if they'll get more attacks if they're killing units over with some more allied summons. But the important thing here is they get 4 extra attacks. That brings it to dang near 20. Unless my first calculations are wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's damn near 20. And that is over 3,000% damage. So 3,000% damage pretty much on our A3. Penetration. Penetration. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Any cultist hero doing AoE damage and this kind of damage with the magic res, throw in some penetration. Yeah. Anyways, penetration's amazing for her. And yeah, when the Serpentine Spirit perishes, she gains 10% HP and grants 10% damage. So you get a little damage increase too, so that's really cool. I wish Numera had a damage increase with her A5. She should. Oh, her A5's so lame. Numeris. Yeah. Velisse, my girl. Oh, this one's got boots on. Little jiggle. Yeah. She's kind of got the low-key vibe, like she's coming from that one series or something like that. Low-key sister. A ginger. Could be Asgardian. Okay. Yes. Pull for her. She's gonna be so cool. Okay. And this guy. Of course, they're having this banner with Artie. Oh, yeah. Who do they have in the banner with here? Malvira. I'll be sore, but it will be an A3 Malvira. I'll be sore. And Ardea. 6 months ago, she was like number 1 or 2. Carnelian and Ardea were up on my top 3 most wanted heroes, for sure. Now Ardea, if I pull her, sweet, I can get 18 of the Northerners trial done. And then they got all that new stuff for if you summon a lord or don't summon a lord. I don't know how exactly they changed the rates or what they did, but it's different and I don't like it. We won't get into that. Ezareth, the World Eater. So he's a world eater, sought to prove his worth by devouring the world, yet he became a harbinger for even more terrifying entities. This guy is devouring worlds and he's worried about something else. What's going on here? His strength can perform execution on the weak, transform dark spores to enhance himself, and deliver AoE damage with stun. So there it is again, stun. So these two, like, I don't think they got the damage unless they come out with a cultist single target something, but like serious damage. They're not going to be able to, people are just going to run the Lady A and stuff like that with these guys. But they need to come out with like a serious single target cultist. And then you could run them in GVG. Then it'd be cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, you hear the complaints now. Okay. Anyways. So, his talent is he consumes these things he likes to call, changes them into dark spores. He consumes allied summons and turns them into these dark spores. They can stack 5 times. And when he's stacked like that, he's immune to most debuffs. So maybe you can run him in a certain spot in the matrix where he's not getting that stacked up. Maybe if you're using Hollow as a cleanser, you can't get over on the other side. So he'll be able to protect himself from that, which is crazy cool. Mix that in with some sustainability HP restore, and you got yourself a monster here. World devouring beast. Yeah, I really like this guy. Look at him though. Damn, is he cool. Yeah. That's what I'm that's what I'm saying. Yep. Okay, let's get into his kit. Oh, this monster of a Lord skill. Look at this Lord skill. That's where we're gonna start. Let's good impressions. First impressions. Let's start off with this Lord skill. All right. So same old. Increase faction members' basic attributes 15%. Okay. 30% damage increase to targets inflicted with immobilized stun, CC effects. La da da da. Okay. Increases faction team members' damage by 25%. When the Lord, so when Ezareth is on the battlefield and an allied summons dies, or he consumes it, increase all faction team members' damage by an additional 5% for 15 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. So basically, yeah, if you got a bunch of rage regen, oh yeah, and then he provides 15% rage regen. We're going to get into that later. So this whole rage regen, it comes into this stacking of an extra 15% damage. So you got 15 plus 30, 50, 60, 70% damage increase, everyone. That is gotta be the coolest cultist lord. Well, probably the best. I think maybe one of the best lords in the game when it comes to sheer maximizing his team. Not just him, but his entire team. Right? You bring this guy in here. If there's ever content where you can only place 8 people, but you can have 10 in the team, you can bring that one Lego that we got, Carosa, an extra 4%. There's 74% damage. And then 15% damage. So you might as well call that 100% damage this guy's bringing to the table for everyone. 100%. 100%. Oh man, this guy's just got me excited here. I have so many ancients left too. And I might be all in this time. I might not even be like conserve any. It just might be the time. So, gee, look at that. All right. It's passive. Insustainable Maw. So when he's carrying the dark spores, he increases his attack and damage reduction. So both his attack and his damage reduction for 10%. 10% damage. Let's go into this guy's details. 5100. Decent. That range, that nasal range, just a really cool range to have. Now, his attack speed, 2.6. Pretty standard fighter attack speed. And he's attacking 8, up to 8 enemy targets for 120% damage. So he might not have the damage penetration that nasal does. But, okay, we're going to have to just slow her down here. We'll have to slow her down here, okay? This guy is so cool. So, when he's carrying these dark spores, so he can stack up to 5 of them, his increases his attack by 10% and damage reduction. So, damage reduction, cool. And then when triggering the World Devourer mode, so that's when you suck in the souls. He deals 130% AoE damage to 8 enemies in the target and inflicts 1 second stun. 1 second stun. Where are you, stun? Oh, you're right there. So more stuns. And if the devoured target is an allied summon, restores 5% rage to its owner. Okay, so if you have an ESO terrorist like Kurosa or something, Kurosa's no. Like an ESO summon. Can't think of one off the top. I don't think Cyrus skeletons work. I think it has to be a special summon. But anyways, nonetheless, if it's a non-cultist summon, they're going to store 5% rage. If it's a cultist summon, an extra 10% rage. 15% rage regen. Okay, and this all goes up to 200% damage and applies himself another 10% damage and another 10% damage reduction, which brings his attack up to 20%. Damage reduction up to 20%. His HP, decent for a cultist, little low for a fighter. It is what it is. Okay, but what's important here is he's giving 15% rage regen for every time an allied summon's devoured. Okay, so she has 3. That's 45% rage regen. You don't even need a rage regen unit. You don't need an Iris to run these guys in GVG. They do it all by themselves. Oh, yeah. What a passive. Let's Okay. The dinner bell. So, World Destroyer mode, that's when he is attacking. So basically he's just attacking for his base damage to 8 enemies, right? Until he does his ult. Okay. Special attacks, they inflict magic damage taken. So he's got his own magic res in there, which is cool for the Lord, right? Not going to be using it if you're going to be paired with Velisse, but he executes enemies with 20% or lower. And it goes up to 30%. 30%. So, like, You don't need Vierna, right? In Matrix, I'm using Vierna right now, and she's not doing a great job. This guy will do her job better. And it goes up to 20%, 25%. It does go up to 30%. No, 25%. I forget things, I'm sorry. Yeah, 25%. So, he does his own thing just as good as Velisse. Wow, right? And then he's kind of got the same thing as Ingrid, where it's a quick 1 second. It goes down to 200 cost. So basically, you just whenever you want. Doesn't really matter. And at level 5, you restore 10% upon devouring. 10% HP, maybe? That one I'm not too sure about. We got a level 4, which has a skill cost plus... Oh, it makes it same as... Yeah. Skill cost minus 150. Yeah, same as Ingrid's. Just bam, bam, bam. Or Diao. HP. Something about HP. Skill cost minus 50 and an HP. Restored 10%. I think they messed something up there, but pretty sure that's probably 10% HP upon devouring. So this guy's just going to be very hard to kill. Very hard to kill. His alt range, he might even be what is that? The Emberfire Templar proof. Might be able to place him somewhere, and then his alt range is just a wide range. Or his destroyer mode is a wide range, large area ahead of them. I don't think that's the area. I think it'll be a 3 tile at least, and it might even extend out one. I think it's going to be a range large enough so he can hit that whole area in Matrix. So that whole area in there. So Torador also has some BS in his kit where his A1 is supposed to make his Audacious Trample 20% larger, which should mean that he has a larger range and he can attack the boss in Matrix, because I'm using DPS Torador there now. I hope it's not the same for this guy. I hope they're not saying, oh, large area, and then calling this little area a large area. I hope not. I hope not. You can probably... I'll probably actually maybe somebody's got a video out with his range. I don't know. Or on the test server. Not that it would matter. I'll pull him anyway. I mean, I don't even know if I'd use him in GVG. Mostly for Matrix, so... It doesn't even matter, man. It doesn't even matter, because that's how crazy ridiculous this guy is. His awakenings increases his AoE damage by 15% for him and all the allied mages on the battlefield for 8 seconds. So every time... Now he can hold 5. He can charge up 5, but he's probably going to get 3 for 8 seconds. So every 8 seconds you can use one, or this will be taking effect. So with him restoring the rage for the other Chaos heroes, he's going to basically be able to do this all the time. So that's another... So 100... So his A1, if you have his A1, he's basically 115% damage boost for cultists. 115! Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, that's always like the coolest A2 of the Lords, right? 120%. 120% damage boost. Every 2 World Devourer gains an extra stack of every 2 triggers of World Devourer mode. So every 2 spores he consumes, he gets an extra stack. I don't think you can just keep switching them. Unless that's what that means. If you just keep switching his status, so every 3 or 4 seconds he can get one. That could be what it means, just because, yeah, it would balance out his attack. That might be it. It's either that or it's... Okay, so sometimes I think things in my head and I'm thinking I'm saying them. So maybe you guys didn't catch that. I'll repeat myself. So either he's gaining a stack of dark spores for every 2 triggers of his ult, which are going to be a couple seconds in between. So every 4 seconds he's getting naturally aspirated stack of dark spores, or it means for every 2 dark spores that he consumes. Either way, you're going to be clicking his ult 2 times. So every 2 times you click his ult, hopefully you get at least 1 stack of dark spores. Which, I mean, it's probably almost going to be... I bet you they added that in there because it's going to be essential for him to keep 100% uptime on the special attack. Most likely. Without having to run him in... or everybody else in crazy gear. So, penetration plus 8%. Yeah! Too bad it wasn't all allied damage plus 8%. And then, yeah, same Ingrid here is attacks, ignore, 25% magic rest. A5 though. But still, 25% damages. That's a pretty common A5. So he's got some HP built in his kit. He's got stuns built in his kit. These two are, no doubt in my mind, going to be essential for Matrix. You really want to try to get that 100k chest as soon as possible right now. You know what I mean? If you don't, if you get left behind on this 100k Matrix chest and you're serious about war, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you. There's gonna be guys with advanced recast hammers. That's how guilds take down the boss. So do your guild mates a favor. Go all out on these two. Progress the entire guild with these two. Okay? Matrix rewards will thank you, and you will be happy. I can't warranty it, but I guarantee it. So yeah, Ezareth Velisse. Whew. That's it. That's all I got to say. I'm going to summon them. I'll either be extremely happy or might just flip out a little. But, as always, if you stayed till the end, I appreciate your time. Oh, these two are so cool. All right. Thanks. Bye.